What is going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We are back for Bad Batch Season 2, joined by my friend who you might have seen on the Jedi Survivor trailer reaction with me, one of the biggest Star Wars nerds I know, but easily the only individual I know in real life who is vehemently looking forward to the Bad Batch. Michael the Tesla. How are you, Michael?
Oh, I am doing absolutely magical. I'm so excited. It's the Bad Batch. It never gets enough credit, but it's for those of us that love the Clone Wars.
I would say Rebels, too, because it looks like it's going to pull
I love Rebels.
some connective intermediate thread.
It's more that animation style. There's just like something about it that like brings me back to being single and alone in high school.
It's a good feeling.
It's just like, oh well, yeah, I could try to go out, or I can enjoy this Star Wars content. Who needs a girlfriend when you have Dave Filoni?
Leave a like for Dave Filoni, people.
Comment for Pablo Hidalgo.
Subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when a reaction for the next batch is up. Haha. Also, full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy of the Bad Batch, available for our super sexy rejects at our Patreon page. We also cover several shows over there exclusively with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. Michael, ready to get this show on the road? Hey,
I'm
Grogu, you ready?
Be careful with babies,
I just wanted to hold my baby.
I like to think of the Bad Batch as the real rejects of the Star Wars universe. Let's get this show on the road.
That starts off on Grievous?
Yeah. I wonder what his corpse is doing at this point. You think he's still on Utapau? Yeah.
Spoils of war.
Yeah, that's nice. It's the Metal Gear Solid episode.
Yeah. Well, this looks beautiful.
Yeah, right? Tired of life on Coruscant?
Go, 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 go!
What are those?
Omega.
She looks a tad older.
Yeah. It's got this whole Ezra thing going on.
Tech, we've got the cargo. We could use some firepower.
Wrecker woke the pod, didn't he?
Whoa!
Who is that?
We need a pickup.
Copy that. We're on our way.
You're going to kill all these innocent creatures? God.
It's very Jedi-like. The women and the children.
Omega!
I'm okay.
What a swashbuckling opening.
You're right. God,
Oh my God.
Moana's
Oh.
way cooler than I remember.
She is so much more badass.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Look at that bow.
Grab the line.
Oh my God, she is so confident.
Yeah, right?
Is Omega hanging off the ship?
It is an unscheduled study break.
Some hands-on learning right there. How do you not love this show?
It's fun.
so much fun.
It is a fun show. Crowds are like, you sons of bitches.
I'm staying inside the ship next time.
I'll try. But it was still pretty fun.
Yeah, this is good. It kind of feels like the jump that Ezra had from Season 1 to Season 2 of Rebels.
You are all quite late. Mistress Sid has been extremely vocal about her displeasure.
Well, there's a surprise.
They're still at the bar.
Yeah. Where else to be?
The space slugs decided to finally show up. Better late than dead, I always say.
And who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would, actually.
So, this is the top team you've been talking about.
Wait,
It's
is
like
that?
Wanda Sykes.
That is Wanda Sykes. God, they let everybody in Star Wars now, huh?
Fee's a friend. She's the most trustworthy pirate I know.
Is that supposed to be comforting?
I love that
Aren't clones supposed to look alike? So much for quality control.
That feels offensive.
This one's got a face tattoo. They're real subtle. Hey now. Got a name, Brown Eyes?
Ooh.
Oh.
However, the phenotypic eye color for all clones is brown. Iris pigmentation was not affected by
Well,
our
it's
mutation.
fascinating.
Goddamn tech. Just when you had a chance. Blew it right away.
You. Let's see those muscles in action. Grab that and follow me.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember the two sisters from
Clone Wars.
from Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a connection there.
You lot are heading to the Outer Rim.
That is Castle Sereno, the former home.
Count Dooku. Yeah. Yeah, no, he was a royal family.
With him being dead, Dooku's entire war chest is up for grabs.
Ah, cool.
But there is still time to strike before it's all gone.
Too much of a risk. You want that war chest? You go after it.
Sid spinoff.
We've stayed off the Empire's radar since Camino. What chance it now?
Because the contents of just one of those containers would be worth more than all the jobs you pulled for me combined.
Really?
We're already free.
Clearly, you're not paying attention to what's happening out there, but I am. It's only a matter of time before the Empire comes here.
Exactly.
She does have a valid point.
You want to really be free? Then pull off this heist, and you'll have the means to disappear.
Get the frick out of here. Away to the Outer Rim.
I have a feeling Hunter and Omega will have some strife in this season.
That feels appropriate.
But we can do better things with Dooku's fortune than hide, Hunter.
Your Mon Mothma's looking for money.
Our lives are like this because of Omega.
Ooh.
You know, was the right thing to do. But there are others out there who need our help. We've seen what the Empire's doing throughout the galaxy. We should be doing more.
I like this Echo.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so Serrano is a really interesting place because Count Dooku and his dad had a big falling out when he left for the Jedi Order and kind of walked away from his title. And Dooku, when he came back, was able to kind of, you know, live the life that his father had dreamed of for him, but at a cost.
Ooh.
These artists are not paid enough.
What happened to it?
Imperial orbital bombardment. Same as on Camino.
It appears that they are beginning to transport the war chest off-world. Our window of opportunity is quickly closing.
I love the Rebels stole some of those in Rebels for their little fleet.
In position.
I think they could do this. That is a risky ass mission.
I feel like at this point, who's really even opposing the Empire? There's nobody left. It's gonna hurt.
Great shot.
Oh, man.
The priority is items of high value.
Like what?
Anything shiny or heavy's a start.
Retrieve the remaining containers from the palace. Stay on schedule.
Uh-oh.
Final launch in 10 mics.
The music is as good as ever.
Right? Oof, look at those credits. This could be like a lightsaber or anything neat from Dooku's collection.
I'd say that qualifies as high value.
That the majority of Dooku's fortune came from the many worlds he controlled and exploited.
That's what corrupt people do.
But isn't that what we're doing?
Kids are too smart.
Interesting debate to be had.
We could use that diversion about now. On it.
So Dooku had a lot of fortune, huh?
Yeah, no, Dooku's family comes from money. That's how we financed the war.
Explosion on deck! Set damage control!
Yeah, originally when he left the Jedi Order, Jedi really weren't that upset with him. I think probably because they gave them some money and made some donations and stuff. He was hoping he could still have a good relationship.
What caused the blast?
Unknown, Captain. All systems were normal prior to the explosion.
Transport 3, secure your cargo and prepare to launch.
All squads return to the courtyard and hold the perimeter.
I love that they've started to strip away some of the colors of the clones to take away their individuality.
We can't get out!
On our way. Boss. I think they know something's up. We're done hiding anyway.
Come on, it's Hunter and Records. Go through them.
Yeah, I was going to say. I love that they're still just stunning them.
Yeah.
Not too hard for Wrecker.
Oh, no.
We gotta go. Go where? Jump!
Jump? Oh, my God.
This isn't any better.
If we gain access to the ship's main hold, we could commandeer an escape pod.
Do it. We'll get to the Marauder and recover you.
Uh-oh. They're about to be separated.
Yeah, that's never a good sign.
Are you sure this hitch will lead into the ship?
If I am incorrect, we will instantly be sucked out and perish. I am seldom wrong.
It's nice and ostentatious.
It gives me the creeps.
Sutton.
Ooh. Oh, trapdoor? Elevator?
Find an alternate route to the pod.
Release the escape pods.
It's their only way off the ship.
Man, they really want them.
Containers on Class 4 freighters are equipped with re-entry thrusters. We can escape in a cargo container.
Cargo. I love that.
I love how that container blocked
Yeah,
it.
right.
Any idea how we're getting out of here?
We're not going out. We're going down.
Aha.
Oh, it's time to be clever.
It's jammed. Oh, I can fix that.
Yeah, go hit it, man.
Here's me on an elevator.
Yikes.
Disney, if you're watching, this would be a great new Tower of Terror.
Tech is so much cooler than it gets credit for.
Yeah, I agree.
Initiating the cargo release.
Oh my God.
I love this.
When are the re-entry boosters supposed to fire?
I think they should have by now.
That is going to be a problem.
All that fortune. What?
Dave Filoni. He got me again.
That ended right on a definitive, like a
There
clear
was a
cut cliffhanger.
genuine cliffhanger. They did not mince a moment.
Damn, that was cool.
Yeah, I'm honestly so impressed.
All right, guys. So we did a whole review for episode 1, but then we realized, oh wait, there's 2 episodes out. So we're gonna watch episode 2 right now.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. Wow, it's like meteors falling from the sky.
We are descending at a rate of speed that is most concerning.
Don't worry. The re-entry thrusters should engage soon.
If they don't, we're all dead.
No shit, Sherlock. Ah, that's gotta hurt.
Tech, did you reach the escape pods yet?
Not exactly. We are using an alternate mode of transport. My calculations have us crashing towards the upper forest region of the planet.
Crashing?
Leave you alone for 5 minutes. Thank you for flying Star Tours.
The Empire's gonna come looking for their containers. And for us.
Get out of sight and lay low. Once we get to the Marauder, we'll come for you.
Roger that.
Roger, Roger.
Go, go, go!
Oh! No. Oh.
Oh, I was kidding when I said kill one of them.
Are you okay?
My left femur has been fractured by approximately 150 kilograms of pressure.
Nerd. So no. Some surprisingly good writing so far this season.
Oh, great.
What do you see out there?
We still haven't landed.
That's funny.
Those are wonderful, like, picturesque shots.
Yeah, right.
It's unlikely the thieves who infiltrated the cargo ship survived the crash. I want confirmation. Redirect our topside forces. Monitor all comm channels and bring a shuttle. Yes, sir.
Captain Wilco's the shit, huh?
Yeah, right? And that sexy epaulette.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
We can't leave without the war chest.
We don't have time. We need to get away from here and find cover.
Don't be cocky, kid.
This is the path to the dark side, Omega.
Is it?
Greed.
Wonder if there's any survivors. Jedi survivors. There's something about the aesthetic of Republic gunships. Oh, that just does something for me. My God.
Plan 00.
Copy that. It means go radio silent. Comm channels are being monitored.
It is a survivor.
I knew it.
Don't move.
I live here. The name's Romar.
Where's the nearest place to take shelter?
Well, it's a little hard to think with her pointing that thing at me.
Well, think with it.
I'm registering a heat source 200 meters west of here. I suspect it is your domicile.
How did you
Take us there. Divide the search and recovery squads. 50 containers were released. I want eyes on all 50. Copy that.
But we only have 50 soldiers.
How many explosives do you have? Nothing will do any damage. Just a couple of smoke bombs.
Smoke bombs.
Poor record.
Oh, old separatist tanks. Now you're talking.
He could do a lot of wreckage with that, you know what I mean?
Ah, man, you should quit your day job.
He's going to find a little wooden boy in there.
Pinocchio, a Star Wars story.
Troopers could already be at the crash site.
But we can't leave empty-handed. We have to complete the mission.
I guess you're more like those other clones than you think.
Oh.
I'd stay away from that cursed war chest if I were you.
The cursed war chest.
He took from us, his own people.
There's enough in that container for all of us.
I want none of it. Let the Empire take it. The sooner they're gone, the better. And the same goes for you.
Damn, Dooku, you've done some serious damage.
We can still scout the site to see if it's clear.
Negative. Your mission is to keep an eye on the old man.
Roger.
You're going to realize there's a new mission at hand, Omega.
Involves dealing with other people. This experience is really going to shape their values. Oh, around. Sad.
Thanks for the ride.
Plays music.
This is so beautiful.
Cool shot.
You're just gonna stand there?
No manners.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Ah, not much fun, is it? Try that.
What is it?
It's like a toy. Oh, it's a kaleidoscope.
There are jewels in here?
Oh.
No,
Steal it.
it's an optical illusion.
Then it's not treasure?
It's a toy. Makes you happy. And believe me, that is worth more than any jewel.
Except for an actual jewel.
Yeah.
That's worth way more money.
Like a home that's not leveled by hellfire.
This here contains a fragment of my people's history.
A separatist archive. Fascinating.
We did exist before the war, you know.
I never thought of it like that.
Racist.
Yeah, I love this like post World War II like
Yeah.
going to Berlin being like, "Oh yeah, Germany before the war."
They weren't just Nazis. They were Germans too.
They had lederhosen, and strudel, a lot of culture.
That one.
Forget it, Wrecker. That tank's not going anywhere.
Don't need it to. Grab the battery pack. For what? Leave it to me.
Air support's on approach. Send them in.
Air support? Man, they really can't take these two guys down. This kind of looks like whenever they cut to the Terminator future.
Oh, yeah.
Pick up the pace. We're in business.
Yeah.
There goes not killing any clones.
Oh, what a good reveal shot from the smokes.
Oh, man. I love that one of them is using a stun gun.
That guy just blowing shit up.
Your data has been restored.
You did it. You.
Oh.
You actually did it.
You saved my people.
Where's Omega?
She was just here.
She's stealing this
She's
old
going
guy
for the
stuff. Yeah.
No, not his stuff.
No, the old guy stuff.
No, I think she's going back to the.
I think she stole all the old guy stuff. Just joking.
Like, what's wrong with Is that her Bad Batch thing? She's a kleptomaniac?
Yeah.
Is that her unique?
You won't get very far in your condition.
I can manage.
Oh my God. Him and his people are going to help.
Oh, interesting. And maybe they'll give some of the treasure back. Okay. Yeah, this new Indiana Jones movie is great.
Woked it up.
The Marauder's just over that bridge.
You said that about the last one.
This time I mean it.
Cool.
Murder.
Murder. Yeah, the sound of a speeder.
Scanning another container dead ahead. Stay alert.
Oh, that was cool. A little Order 66 when they pull back in the...
Yes. Yes.
Good reference that was, yes. Omega?
Omega!
LAPD.
Oh, now he's got a broken leg too.
The bad legs.
Echo! Look! I packed it full of the shiny stuff!
She's now become a precocious little child.
Requesting backup.
Copy that. The gunship's inbound. Hold your position.
Ooh.
Great.
It's like Battlefront 2 right here. No.
Tech your way through it.
Look out!
I don't like this.
Oh, what the hell's going on? No. He can't kill Tech.
Echo.
He's like the most underrated one.
Captain Wilco, the intruders are retreating to the eastern ridge. Reroute air support.
It's a good way to teach Omega a lesson. Make Greg like Tech and then kill him.
We're in position. Tech.
Send your coordinates.
Those lasers can't take down those trees.
I like that trees in video games and trees in TV shows. Impenetrable.
Get these guys off our tail.
Oh, I can feel that. Oh, come on.
Oh, good. It's off screen. Tech's fine.
Can you imagine the off-screen unceremonious death? I don't feel good about it still.
We're almost there.
Make her carry all the shit. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, you got to make a choice. It's like that scene in The Mummy.
Yeah.
I can get it back. I have to.
There's going to be a consequence.
It's not important.
Yes, it is. I heard what you said to Hunter on the Marauder. You don't have a normal life because of me.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't realize why she was doing all that.
You have to let it go.
Oh, that is so sad.
Come on!
All right.
Jump!
Ace, wake up. I heard blaster fire. Thought you might need some help.
I love him.
And I was right.
He'd fit right into the Bad Batch. Just a random old guy. I'd watch his spinoff.
I will handle the ship.
I'll grab the cable.
Stun the ship.
Freezes. Come on, Space Geppetto.
Space pedo.
Space pedo. No, not Space Pedo.
Grab the line!
Nicely done. Dude, this is Tech's episode.
Yeah. Oh, that's badass.
Yikes.
All right.
All right. Is that nice old guy that helps you when you got a flat?
Yeah. Oh, Space Pedo, you did it.
That would be our ride.
Come on, old guy.
It.
Aww.
Keep it.
What about you?
I'm a survivor. Remember?
Thanks, Grandpa Joe. That's how Omega won the Chocolate Factory.
Sid, I got a gold treasure for you, Sid.
Didn't realize Omega was cockney now.
Yeah, I can't do it. I tried doing a female one. Oh my god, what if he reports? Got reports in that.
Oh, he got a new toy. See, fun is everything, Greg.
I wanted to make things better for us. I know you all gave up everything because of me.
Good thing we did. We might be fighting for the Empire right now.
Oh, this is so touching.
We made the right choice, Omega.
Can't say touching to the guy.
I'd do it all again.
Aw.
Oh, they're about to be in trouble.
You stated the would-be thieves you encountered were the rogue clones from Experimental Unit 99. Yet that is impossible. Their squad perished during the fall of Dooku City.
They don't realize. That's how they've been free.
I had visual confirmation on 2 of them. They're alive.
If Governor Tarkin were to learn of my misstep, then I would be at risk.
Yeah.
Which is why a new report will be submitted. One void of any mention of Clone Force 99.
That's the difference between clones and humans.
I will not falsify an official report.
Hey, there
You're about to die, dude.
I will.
I bet he's still falling. Oh, man. Dave Filoni. What an experience. Is that how they're gonna phase out the clones, by having every one of them one by one brutally murdered?
Yeah.
By somebody scared of Tarkin.
Well. That was a really good second episode.
Yeah, it was action packed. We got Space Geppetto, who I'm glad. I really thought they were going to kill him off. I hope we see him again. Hope he gets his own spinoff.
Yeah, what's his name? Adele? Romar. Yeah. Okay, you know what we should do for YouTube?
Yeah.
We should sort of combine what we said.
Oh, for both episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit easier.
Easier for you.
For me personally, actually.
For me.
And so here's the thoughts on the first episode.
Yeah.
Playing.
I don't even remember that episode. Nah, dude, the first episode was like it was awesome to see Omega come into her own.
Yeah.
I like that, like in Ezra in season 1 of Rebels, where it was like, oh, this is gonna be rough to have you as a protagonist. It was really nice. Season 2, you start seeing that growth and change, and it was really fun to like watch them grow through the lens of the rest of the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I feel like, as you were saying during the episode, like there was not a lot of utilization, particularly of Tech and Echo. And the two of them really stepped up and
This is what I was hoping for when I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Because, Echo especially is the product of the evil that the Empire has done, and I've wanted to see more Echo, because he would have the most personal motive to want to help, and he kind of took a back seat with the last season when the introduction of the Bad Batch involved rescuing him. So I thought he'd be a more prominent character. But it makes sense for your first season. You want to really flesh out your
the new
newer
characters.
players. Yeah, and so I really love that Echo is becoming this motivating force. I don't want to do the thing I said I want to do. Let's just combine what we're talking about into one episode.
Yeah, let's do it. No, dude, let's
not going to
do
be
it.
cut up. Because, I think that what they did, especially with Omega, was great, as I didn't understand fully like why she was so gung-ho and about like getting that treasure chest. Did you pick up on? I didn't pick up on that until she said it. Then I was like, that makes a lot of sense now.
It's interesting because they've kind of set the stage for what will be the conflict this season within the Bad Batch, with there being a sense of like it's either we run or we fight. And I thought it was interesting to put Omega in that equation.
Sure.
And I like that they kind of set us up, and then they reminded us at the end that Omega is just a kid, and her perspective on this is coming from such a place of innocence and a desire to fit in and to have a family, and the real ramifications of what the Bad Batch is deciding to do is just completely not even on her radar.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's a great setup for them as a whole family unit. And I guess I didn't register that the people, what's the name of it? It's not Camino. What's the specific city called?
Serrano. Serrano.
No, where they thought they died.
Oh, Camino. Camino.
It is Camino.
Yeah.
But what's the city? It's something with a T.
Topeka, Kansas.
Topanga Canyon.
Yeah, Topanga Canyon.
Something like that. I forget the name of the actual Tipakawa.
It's what's the
I mean, it is
pudding?
Camino, but it's you guys don't know.
It's Tapioca City.
yeah, something like that. We'll know it after. You don't need to. You can comment if you want, but we've probably already found it on our own. But
I'm not sleeping until I know what it is.
But the setup that that's right, they're presumed dead right now.
Yeah, and I think it was especially.
But doesn't Crosshair know that they're alive?
Yeah, but it's in Crosshair's interest to also lie in this moment.
Sure.
And it actually that's a great point where it does set up has the chip in Crosshair's brain crossed hairs, and are they beginning to question their allegiance?
Sure.
Because I always kind of wondered how much of that was the chip and how much of that was Crosshair.
Seems like it's mainly him.
I feel like there's at least a part of him. It's definitely really interesting to see how humans, as they enter Imperial ranks, are like, it kind of shows the demise of the Empire, really, of like, oh, well, I'm scared of the consequence of Vader force choking me out in a meeting, so I'm going to not tell the truth.
Yeah.
That guy's going to get force choked, though, I guarantee it. Wilco is great, though. I thought that was like a...
I know, I was hoping we'd see more of him, but I'm like, we saw we're going to get Cody.
Yeah, well, I think that's what's going to be really fun about Echo this season, right? Like, he is the only character that I think, from the perspective of like your average clone during the Clone Wars, will be able to really, like, the weight of leaving the fight, I think, is going to hit him harder than everybody else, and also needing to go directly against the other clones. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm curious as to this kind of setup of the new character. What was her name at the top? Wanda Sykes.
Oh, Fee.
God, good brain. I wonder if that's going to be connected to any of our other, yeah. And it was nice that they seem aware.
Good
that
thing you finished that sentence. That's a great finisher. I'm good button on that.
Did I wrapped it with a bow?
What was the name of? Oh yeah, Fee. I wonder if that's going to be connected.
Yeah.
But
so I wonder if that's going to be connected to anything. No, I definitely, as it pertains to Fee, I'm curious if she's going to be connected to some rebel elements, or if maybe that's how we're going to reconnect to the galaxy at large in terms of, I mean, there is no rebellion per se at this point. Like everything's in its infancy, and I feel like I'm excited to see what that looks like.
You know what was neat was like when we did we shot the reaction for the first episode, and we're putting 1 and 2 in the same episode. But you were doing a lot of you're pointing out a lot of like the history of
Serrano.
No, God, the Dooku.
Dooku, yeah.
I remember Fee, but Dooku's a hard pull for me. But with Dooku and then it was crazy to see how much that history did factor in so much with this Romar character.
Yeah.
And explaining his people and how it really is like he is like a Hitler kind of kid.
It was like a citizen in Berlin after the war who's just like really struggling.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you separate the evil and the selfishness of an individual from an entire people? And you see the reality of it. And at the end of the day, the thing that he was most concerned about, it wasn't the treasure, it wasn't the money, it was preserving their culture, their past,
exactly,
and their identity separate of, ironically, the separatist. So yeah, I thought that was really well done, and I thought Serrano was such an interesting. It was an interesting choice because I think something that will be fun throughout Bad Batch is to watch these characters slowly and surely realize that even when they were in the Republic, that doesn't necessarily mean they were the good guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a great, I love George Lucas, but like Star Wars, very good, very evil. Like it was always very clear who is what. And something that was really wonderful about the Clone Wars is it really explored all the gray.
And Andor too.
And Andor, especially Andor. That's a great point. Yeah. So I mean, it was a great start. I sometimes with the show, I feel like it was made specifically for Dave Filoni, like it's his. Like he watches it a couple thousand times to keep the views and stuff up. But but I wish more people watched it and enjoyed it, because I'm beginning to see the thread between this to the new Ahsoka series, to Andor, to Mandalorian.
Well, one of the showrunners recently came out and said, like, no, there's going to be some very clear connections. I mean, they already had like Fennec Shan in the last one.
Oh yeah,
but there's going to be some. It's going to be much clearer, the connection to Mandalorian this season.
Well,
so
I think Omega's particular cloning existence is going to be connected to Grogu and a lot of what, because
more than likely.
Yeah. Well, the planet that we saw at the end of the last season, where the survivor from Camino was brought.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the cloning facility where like it all got started with Grogu and all that stuff. So, but
damn, there's some good shit in here.
Yeah,
I do prefer this show when it's more serious and more and darkest. Personally, like I love all the nighttime sequences. I think they execute the action great. The music is just as exciting as ever, and I did buy what if they pulled a gut punch here and just randomly killed off tech. I was actually I was in the
I thought the
moment of
stakes could be that high, which is a great place. I mean, I think similar to Rebels, I think they want the show to grow with the audience. You know, I mean, every time I watch Star Wars animated series, you know, I feel like they give us older fans just enough to like hold on while the show gets darker and grittier.
Sure.
But they do let their audience grow with them, and like I love that. That's one of my favorite parts of Star Wars is that no matter what your entry point is, you know, if a kid's at like 9 or 10, like this is epic. You know?
Sure.
This is a great way to get into it. And I felt that way with Rebels too, where like first season I was like, oh boy, this is rough. You know, but by like end of season 2, I was like, this is a show for me too. And the only one I haven't felt that way about was Resistance, and I think they wanted it that way.
Yeah.
I also just couldn't get past that animation. Which like speaking of, I just like I feel like they've hit their stride. Like this is stunning animation,
and they've upgraded. I mean, I felt like last season the first and last 2 episodes were at its prime. Like it feels like they really threw down for their first and last couple, and then this one for their first 2 at least. Because the last season they had a really long premiere, didn't they? It was like a 40-minute episode.
Yeah, it was a.
And they did exactly the same thing here. Just we're gonna put in 2 episodes instead.
Yeah, I still have not recovered from them not doing anything with Freddie Prinze Jr.'s voice as young Kanan Jarrus. I was like, why is there a grown man speaking in this 12-year-old's body? But you know, I thought the darker they get, the better the series is.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, just like watching Camino sink was just like.
Well, even like that menacing ending that they had here. It was I love that tone a lot, and I love like the sneak. And I think they do a great job with their perspectives and their shots. It's really well calculated. So yeah,
it's I think my biggest compliment to them is there's such nice subtle homages to both prior Star Wars films, but other just like really gritty. Like there was a few moments in there where the soundtrack and the shots lined up with like Children of Men, which I was like, like what the hell are Star Wars animators doing? Like using Children of Men as their storyboard, but like it works, and I think it's Star Wars at its best.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, we had a really good premiere. Thank you, Michael, for being here and bringing all the Star Wars knowledge.
Oh, of course.
I can't wait to sit here with you 14 more times.
14 times. Oh, they liked me. They really liked me. And thank you for all the fan mail that I got. That was so sweet of you guys. I'm glad you liked my Yoda voice. Liked my voice, did you? Yes.
Yeah. Let's not do
Let's
that.
not
Overdo it, you know.
All right.
Jack Sparrow was charming the first 3 times. Then it started to get old, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what my mom said about me.
Let's not overdo it. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Thank you
may
for
the
being
force
here.
be with you.
May the force be with you. Leave a like.